Hi guys, welcome to our low back care basic tutorial. Please see our full tutorial with the video and accompanying PDF. Thank you. Hi guys, this is Chris from FitTech, and we've been getting a lot of emails lately, specifically regarding the lower back. People have been sitting a lot longer than they have in recent memory. And what I have to say to that is, like I always tell people, their best posture is their next posture. You need to move around. Like I said with the neck, you want to keep the neck moving. The same thing with your back. You have to be seated. One thing I always tell people is every 20 minutes, stand up and reach for the sky. Scientists have pointed that you can't really be even in the best seated posture for more than 20 minutes. I know you're going to say, well, sometimes I have to be seated for long periods of time if I'm in the car or in a meeting or whatnot. Again, in that seated posture, you can have the really good best seated posture, so much to that is keeping your lumbar in a stable, lock, neutral position. But even that position isn't great for more than 20 minutes. So it's good to move around, extend back, maybe suck your stomach in. That's also very protective in your back. When I'm in a long car drive, I'm always moving in the car seat, sucking my belly in, even tensing my abdomen, causing some fluid to be pushed in and out of that spinal cord. And one of the best things that you can actually do for your back, and science has pointed to this, is to walk. Get up and walk. And even with the sore back, like I'm talking muscular strain, not significantly, a disc or other issues, but to walk briskly, it really helps hydrate the back. So next time you're feeling, like you're having some lower back pain, try to go and walk and maybe pick up the pace and see if that makes it feel somewhat better. Always, like I tell people, you never want to work through the pain. You want to maybe bump into it, back off, work around it, find things that make you feel better. That's very important. You want to find things that make you feel better. Then people always ask me, what exercises should I do if I am having a back episode? Well, it's maybe not a great time to really start an exercise program. Again, you want to maybe find things that makes your back feel better, like walking, standing, reaching up to the sky. Doing specific stretches at this point might actually be more harm. And one of the most common stretches is just people trying to bend over to touch their toes, because they feel like when they do that, it feels good. Yeah, science has pointed to that very brief period after you do that stretch. You feel better, but it's very short-lived. It actually can be doing more harm than good. There are some stretches that you can definitely do when your back feels better, and I highlighted that on our website, but right now it's probably not a great thing to bend forward like that. Maybe reaching up to the sky, like I mentioned previously, that's pretty protective to your back. I don't think it will do much harm at this point. Hi guys, I thought I'd bring Jen in. She watched what I had to say, and she has a couple other things that she wants to point out that I forgot, which is great. So take it away, Jen.
Okay, Chris, so is this the time where I say, people have come to me about a foam roller, because they haven't. This is Chris's thing. But seriously, if asking about whether or not using your foam roller on your lower back is probably not a very good idea. Putting that kind of pressure right on the spine it can cause some damage if done incorrectly. So we don't recommend rolling
even if
the lower
it feels
back.
Good.
Yeah, it does, but rolling right on the spine actually doesn't feel very good. Alternatives to that is possibly massaging on either side of the spine yourself. Another alternative, if you have tennis balls or two balls that you can actually, back at BMS, we had them in a sack, so you could actually separate them.
Put them on in a
so
sock.
that in a sock, and you can separate them so that the spine runs in the middle of it, and you can roll up and down with the balls on either side. So that's probably a better method if you do want to roll it out. Definitely not using that. I don't know.
Well, you
What else?
pointed out that stretch that I always love that is probably pretty good to do right now is just the hip flexor one where you put your foot on a chair. I'll point it out. It stretches out the hip. She said that would probably be a good one to do.
She did. She said that.
That wouldn't be too much. So guys, take care. Send us your questions. Watch the other tutorial. A lot of good low back tips. Bye-bye. Here are some stretches that can counteract the effects of seated posture.